Okay, so this is how I've drawn the fish from this month's theme box. The first thing I've done is I've taken the fish stencil and I just put it on a piece of paper. This is just a 120 gram bit of paper, and that's what I'm going to use. Underneath it I've just got a laminated sheet just to save my desk from the colouring pens later. So the first thing I do is I get my stencil and I just outline it. I've picked this yellow Troublous fine liner because I just find it's the best one to go around the outside, and it doesn't impact on any of the colours that I use later. If anything, they cover it up. So I always start with just going around the outside just like this. So I do this one first. I then bring in the little details and then I kind of line them up with where they fit. So mine are going to fit just here. You can see they fit in just here. I'm going to draw in the eyes, the little head part and the fin at the back. I've then got the basic outline of my fish, and that's basically what I work from when I've been doing my colouring in. Now the colouring pens that I've been using are these Ohuhu Honolulu B pens. I found them to be really good. Like I said, I do use a laminated sheet underneath because they do tend to go through this paper even though it's thicker. The first one I've been using is Summer Lemon. So that's Y09 Summer Lemon. And for Summer Lemon, I've been colouring in the dorsal fin down the middle. I've just been using the fine end for this. And then I've been colouring in just the end of the fish tail so that it's yellow with a few flicky bits so that I can blend the colours in down the tail. Going to also add a little bit to the bottom of each fin. Just like this. Following on from the yellow, I'm going to move up and I'm now going to use the Sunset Orange. That's YR17 if you have this set. And again, I'm just going to start blending the colours in down the tail now so that you get that nice blended colour. I'm going to use the brush tip for this because I find I have a little bit more control with how thin the strokes are. And I can start to add that little bit of detail and start sorting it out for the blending so that the colours blend together. I'm also going to use it to add that thick band down the bottom of the tail and also the one that goes across the top of the head. Going to add again a little bit of colour depth into the fins down the bottom and also these fins. Moving on just down the spectrum of colours, I'm now going to use a little bit of this next one, Marigold Orange. So it's YR19. Just starting to blend those colours in a little bit, bringing it down a little bit into that orange so that you can get that mix for the tail. Again, the same in the other fins, is starting to build the colour up now back towards the main body of the fish. The next colour I'm going to go in with is YR111. This is Persimmon. Just so you're aware, these are the new colours and numbers, so it is possible you might need to match these up if you're using an older set. moving finally into YR112, which is orange. Now I'm going to move into the red section. I've actually been using RO13 and Tomato for this one. So I've just been using that one to do the outline of the tail. So again, I'm going to go in, actually going to go in with the brush end, because I find again it gives that much nicer stroke on the outside. So first of all, just outlining the tail like this. I'm going to bring it just round the bottom. Then I'm going to bring out that one down the middle. And then I'm just going to add in a few flicks of red down the bottom just to pull out that colour. While I've got the red out, I'm actually also going to add in the little bit of red around the end of the head. And I'm going to start looking at the sides of the body now to bring that in. So I'm going to work down the sides of the body with the red here. And again, I'm just going to very carefully with the brush end just bring it down like this, and I'm going to skip around the bottom where I've got that band of the lighter orange and then bring us up the other side. I'm then going to do a little bit of flick out red from here so that I can then blend this in with the lighter colours that are going to come in a minute. So I'm just going to do a few flicks out like this so I can start to build in that next colour up. Again, it also has a little bit of red just here the other side of the band, so I'm just going to do a few flicks out from the corner like this. I'm then going to go back to my darker orange colour, so again YR112, and I'm now just going to build a little bit up from the outside here of those colours so I can start to bring that in to the little bit of the lighter colour of the body when we've got there. Just starting to blend these two together. And again, I'm going to put a little bit round the edge of the head here. I'm actually just going to go back. I'm going to go back to my Summer Lemon, and I'm actually just going to colour in this end of the head because it seems that when I had it out earlier I've forgotten. And I'm going to fill in the eyes, so the eyes are all sorted out so that I know where I am with the eyes. Again, I'm going to use the thinner end for the eyes, so I have a little bit more control over where that black is going to be going. So these are going to be my eyes here. Once I've got my eyes done, I'm actually going to go back in with my lighter orange colour just to add a little bit of detail round the edge of the eyes. So I'm going to go back in with my sunset orange and just do me a nice little ring around the eye like this here. I'm then going to go back to Persimmon, so Y111, and I'm going to colour in the main body of the flesh, again using the brush tip on the pen. My final finishing touch for the ones that you've seen on my spread before is I just go with my brush pen, I just do a nice line of green around the outside. This green is Seafoam green, it's BG 310. Again, I tend to like to turn my bit of paper around just so I have a bit of control over which way the pens are going. Again, this is just personal preference, might not be something that you need to do. And there is my finished fish.